Hey everyone. Okay, here we have Mix-2, the second series of Batman cars to come out in 2022. From what I understand, there's going to be 3 mixes to come out in 2022 for these Batman series. So anyway, we've got kind of a range of stuff here, 3 dedicated Batmobile castings, and then 2 others that are not Batmobile castings. So first up, number 1 is the '07 Chevy Tahoe, kind of finished in a Gotham City Police Department deco. Number 2 in the series is the Batmobile. Now it's named Batmobile on the card, but it's actually the Batmobile Batman v Superman casting, finished in a dark metal flake blue. Now, you know, it looks a lot like the 2017 mainline release that came out, the second release, which was a recolor. So maybe like the first Mix-1 series, there might be a couple of these that are the same casting. We'll see once we get them out and look into the details. Number 3, the Arkham Asylum Batmobile, finished in a black with some 5 spokes, and yet again, this looks really similar to a prior release. The actual new model of this that came out in 2011 looks a lot like that. So we'll check out the details when we get it open. Number 4 is the Bat-Copter, and it's finished in metal flake purple. And well, once again, we've got one that looks an awful lot like a prior release, 2020 mainline release to be exact. So once again, we'll look at the details on that to see if it's the same. Finally, number 5, the Power Pistons with a Joker theme on it, and finished in purple. So there you have the basics on these 5 releases from Mix-2 of the Batman series. Let's get these things opened up and check out the details. All right, here is the 2022 Batman series Mix-2. All right, number 1 in the series is the '07 Chevy Tahoe, and this is the second casting variation of this, where it's a police type casting with a push bar here on the front and a light bar on the top, and it's a plastic body with a metal base. Finished in black, and because it's molded in black, it kind of gives that satin black look to it. And you've got your Gotham City PD deco here on the sides. You've got white 911 and a white Hot Wheels logo on the back quarter panel. The interior is black. The windows are blue tint. It has gray MC5 wheels, and it has an unpainted metal Malaysia base. All right, number 2 in the series, the Batmobile Batman v Superman casting, and it's named just the Batmobile on the card. This is finished in metal flake blue, and yeah, once again, we have one that appears to be identical to a prior release. The second release in the main line in 2017, collector number 329, which was just a recolor, looks to be pretty much identical to this. Now, I personally do not have one of those cars in my collection. For whatever reason, I missed getting one of those back in the day, but so I can't compare them exactly, but everything that I've looked at online shows it to be identical down to the base color and everything. Once again, the difference is going to come down to the base code. This has got an R01 on it, and I think it's K something for the original release in this color. So, but they are identical. Make note, once again, we have a re-release. Finished in metal flake dark blue. The only tampo is this little symbol here on the roof. I'm not sure what it's for, but that's what you've got there for tampos. Can't see the interior in there, but it's got a blue tint for windows. It has gray rim, black MC5 wheels, and it has a very dark blue plastic Malaysia base. All right, number 3, the Arkham Asylum Batmobile. finished in black. And so, as I mentioned, this looks really close to the original release of this casting that came out in the 2011 new models. And I happen to have that right here, still in its package. And, well, from the top and from the sides, they're identical. The good news is the base is different. You'll notice that the plastic insert section of the base is different. The original release has kind of these recessed areas in a kind of angled shape on either side, and it's pretty flat on the latest release that came out in 2022. So there's your difference, is it comes down to the base. They're both made in Malaysia, just a little bit of a redesign to the base. This is one of those interesting castings in that it has a plastic body, and then the middle piece is actually metal, and then it has a plastic base that kind of sandwiches the metal together. It has a black plastic body, unpainted metal engine, and side pipes here on the side, as well as your exhaust outlet here in the back. Tampo wise, it has basically these white and blue headlights, and that's it. It has blue tint windows. It has 5-spoke wheels and a chrome plastic Malaysia base. All right, number 4 in the series, the Bat-Copter. And as I said before, this is very, very similar, if not the same, as a prior release. And that was the 2020 mainline, the recolor for number 195 on the collector list. And I have that one here. And yep, they're identical. There is nothing different about these two castings. I've looked them over very, very close. The only difference is going to be the date code or the base code on the bottom. You've got an N27 for the 2020 and an R01 for this 2022. So once again, a re-release of a prior casting. Finished in metal flake purple. It has a yellow Batmobile or Batman logo here on the very front. And that's it for tampos. You have a yellow canopy window with rockets and a gun here, all yellow on the front. It has a black plastic rotor blade, no wheels, and a black plastic Malaysia base. All right, finally, number 5, we have the Power Pistons. Casting been around for quite some time, since the 90s. Yeah, finally, outside of the 07 Tahoe, this is the only one in the series that's unique. So anyway, it is finished in purple. It's a plastic body, so it's molded in the purple. And you've got a Joker theme here on the side, outlined in white, some black in there, as well as some different shades of green. Interior is green, and you have green tint canopy windows. Wheels are green chrome PR5, and you have a black painted metal Malaysia base. So there you have it, Mix-2 of the 2022 Batman series. So we've got, well, 2 new castings, or new decos for existing castings in the series, and 1 that's a modified version of another one, and 2 that are identical. So it's just kind of disappointing, but like I said in the first video on Series 1, I guess there's only so many decos of Batmobiles that you can possibly do. So anyway, there you have the details on this series. And if you haven't already, please check out my other video on Mix 1 of the Batman 5-car series to come out in 2022. I hope that helps you fill in your database. As always, thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe for more to come. Take care.